So hello and welcome to what has turned out to be a truly gorgeous afternoon. The sun beaming down on the stands and broad beaming smiles all around us. The mood has soared, and so indeed has the expectation of both teams. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
Barcelona have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
So it's away we go then. Kubasi. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, I can tell you, Peter, that raw pace is something that always frightens defenders, and Barcola here has it in droves. He's a willing runner too, which makes him so effective against teams that like to play that high defensive line. So good luck catching him once he gets in behind.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. And it's Zaire Emery. Hakimi. Araujo spots it and intercepts. Now it's Lewandowski. Now it's Yamal. First quarter of an hour gone. That's a good ball out wide.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Now who's going to be first to this? Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And it's skewed away.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Yamal. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. He's had a shot! Hakimi gets rid without sophistication. Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Punched away. Picked out, brilliant chance, surely! Rafinha! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Hernandez. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Yamal, chance for a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Beraldo. Zabani. And it's Vitinha.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Pedri. This is De Jong. And it's half-time here. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. The midway point of the game.
Barcelona really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have...
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Pass somewhat off target. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Yamal receives it in a wide position. Big chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Played out towards the right wing. Now it's Yamal. Yamal! And he comes up trumps again.
Well, the keeper saved his team again here, Peter, but he needs more protection from this defence.
There will be a throw-in. That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. No hesitation, he's straight into his pocket. It's a second yellow card and he walks. The player's protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Rafinha! Zabani with the clearance. Vitinha. Tries to pass it through. And he shoots! They've scored! Finally the breakthrough!
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Paris Saint-Germain choosing to make the first change.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
A
think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They won another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
He's found a way through. Kvaratskhelia gets a cross in.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Now it's Rafinha. Now it's Yamal. That's very neat. No, he refuses to take the bait.
Barcelona really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
And the referee brings it to a close. Barcelona have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Lewandowski voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Your reflections then, Jim?
Yeah, it was never a match that was going to blow us all away, Peter, but I felt the team did a lot right, especially that well-timed goal.
I think we're just about out of time, so many thanks to Jim, and a very good afternoon to you.